Good morning to everybody. Already we have seen the section 1. So now today we are going to see about section 2, that is part 2. Let's see second part, okay? So the king turned round and saw a bearded man come running out of the wood. The man held his hands pressed The man held his hands pressed against his stomach, and blood was flowing from under them. When he reached the king, he fell fainting on the ground, moaning feebly. So, what the king turned round and saw, the king was turned round and he saw one bearded man come running out of the wood. He's running and come out of the wood. Okay, so the man held his hands pressed against his stomach. The man was held his hands, where he kept his hands, he's pressed his stomach. Okay, stomach, and blood was flowing from under them, and blood was coming out. That was flowing means continuously it is coming. Okay, so when he reached the king, he fell fainting on the ground. When he reached the king, what happened? He fell fainting. Fainting means fainted, and he fell down on the ground itself. Okay, so moaning feebly. So moaning means that is sob, that is crying and murmuring. Okay, so moaning feebly. Okay, feebly. The king and the hermit unfastened the man's clothing. The king and the hermit, I don't know, hermit was what they are doing, unfastened the man's clothing. They are doing the man's clothing. There was a large wound in his stomach. What happened? There was a large wound in his stomach. Okay, so the king washed it as best he could. The king was washing and as much best he could. Okay, and bandaged it with his handkerchief. So what the king is doing is bandaged it with his kerchief, king's kerchief, and the hermit also giving the towel. Okay, but the blood would not stop flowing. It's continuously coming. Okay, so the king again and again removed the bandage. King was what doing? Again and again removing the bandage and soaking the water, that is dipping the water, and washed and rebandaged the wound, again washing, again removing, again doing. Okay, so when at the last the blood is flowing, when at the last, okay, the blood was something, it was stopped. Okay, so the man revived and asked for something to drink. The man was asking something to drink. Okay, so the king brought fresh water and gave it to him. The king brought the fresh water and gave it to him. Fresh water. Okay, so meanwhile the sun had set. Sun had set means the sun sets in the west. Okay, sets means it will be evening and it could be darkened. Okay, and it had become cool. Okay, the evening time it will become cool only. So the king with the hermit's help carried the wounded man. They have carried the wounded man to the hut, their house, hermit house, and laid him on the bed. Okay, the man was lying on the bed. Okay, so lying on the bed, the man closed his eyes and was quiet. The man was closed his eyes and was quiet. You can see in the picture here. Okay, right? Okay, so but the king was so tired from his walk. And from the work he had done, that is digging, no, that one, that he has crouched down on the threaten. That is crouchment, that is bend, stoop. Okay, down. Okay, so to the threshold means that is the doorstep entrance. Okay, and also fell asleep. The king also fell asleep, so so soundly that he slept all through the short summer night. Soundly means that is deep sleep. Okay, he is sleeping well. Okay, so the coming to the next para. When he awoke in the morning, it was long before he could remember where he was. King was remembering. Okay, or who was the strange bearded man lying on the bed and gazing intently at him with shining eyes? Okay, so the king is remembering who was the strange man bearded who was lying in a bed like that. So, forgive me, said the bearded man in a weak voice when he saw that the king was awake and was looking at him. The bearded man is asking, forgive me, with a weak voice. That is, he is not feeling okay, right? So, gazing intently at him, okay, okay, when he saw that the king was awake and was looking at him, okay, I do not know you and have nothing to forgive you. I am not knowing you, and why I should forgive you, said the king. Okay, you do not know me, but I know you. King is said, telling, I do not know you, but you don't know me, but I know you, like that. Okay, I'm that enemy of yours. I'm your enemy who swore to revenge himself. So I'm your enemy. I swore to revenge himself on you because you executed his brother and seized his property. Because you executed his brother and seized his property. Seized means here snatch, grab, and hold of suddenly and forcibly. Okay. I know you had gone alone to see the hermit, and I resolved to kill you on your way back. So I know you had gone along to see the hermit only, so and I resolved that to kill you on your way back, but the day was past and you did not return to your home, so I came out from my ambush to find you. Ambush means what? Here a surprise attack. Ambush means surprise attack and pounce on. Okay. And came upon your bodyguard, and they recognized me. And I came upon your bodyguard. They recognized me. Recognized means they have identified me and wounded me. So I escaped from them, but should have bleed to death. Bleed means here blood. Okay, blood to death. Had you not dressed my wound, I wished to kill you, and you have saved my life. And you have saved my life. Now, if I live and if you wish it, I will serve you as your most faithful slave, and will uh, bid my sons to do the same. Forgive me. Bid my sons to do the same. Forgive me. So, what that man is saying that I escaped from them, okay, but should have bled to death, and you have not dressed my wound. If you are doing this and all, if you not dressed my wound means I will be death, like that, okay. So I wish to kill you only, but you have saved my life now. So now, if I live and if you wish it, I will serve you as your most faithful slave. I will serve you till my I'll serve you like anything. I will do you everything, like that. That man is telling to the king. Okay, so forgive me, my sons also will do the same, like that. The king was very glad to have made peace with his enemy so easily. The king was very happy. Okay, I was peace with my enemy easily. So, and to have gained him for a friend, and to have gain him for a friend, and he had only forgave him, and to have gained him for a friend, and he had not only forgave him, but said he would send his servants and his own physicians to attend him, and promised to restore its property. So what king is telling, came and he again for a friend, and he had not only forgave him, so but said he would send his servants. He will send his servants and physician, that is doctor, to attend him, and promise to restore his property also. Okay, having taken leave of the wounded man, the king went out into the porch and looked around. The king went out to the porch and looked around for the hermit. Okay, so before going away, he wished once more to beg an answer to the questions he had put. The hermit was outside on his knees. On his knees means he down. he put kneel down and sowing seeds in the beds. Yesterday they were digging, no, in that one they are what they are doing, they are sowing the seeds. Okay, what they are doing, they are sowing the seeds in the land. Okay, had been dug the day before. The king approached him and said, "For the last time, I pray you to answer my questions, wise man." The king approached him. Approach means it was kindly is asking him. Okay, for the last time, I pray you to answer. Please, will you answer my three questions like that? You have already been answered. You have known. You have already been answered. You know the answer also, like that they are telling. Okay, said the hermit, still crouching on his thin legs and looking up at the king, and who stood before him. Still the king is looking at the hermit face. Okay, so how answer, what do you mean, asked the king. You answer my question, what do you mean, like that. Okay, so do you not see, I reply the hermit, if you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, but had gone your way, that man would have attacked you, and you would have repented of not having stayed with me. So the most important time was when you were digging the beds, and I was the most important man, and to do me good was your most important business, like that. Okay, so what they are telling, yesterday, if you have not pitied my weakness yesterday, that is repented means feeling bad. Okay, so you only yesterday digging that ground, okay, near my house. So if you are not doing that one means you will be attacked your enemy. Okay, so if I repented of not having stayed with me, repented means feeling bad and you will not stayed with me. So the most important time was when you were digging in the bed, and I was the most important man. When you are digging on the bed only, you will be now with me, or otherwise if you are going to your home means you will be killed by your enemy, like that the king, that hermit is saying to the king. Okay, so on me to the most important business afterwards. When that man ran to us, after that only when the man ran to us, the most important time was when you were attending to him. The man ran to you, and he was fainted nearby your leg. So that time you are attended to the man. Attended means what he is doing, that king. He was already, that man was wounded, and he only cleaned everything, right? Yeah. If you have not bound up his wounds, he would have died. If you're not doing anything means that man would be died. So without having made peace with you. Okay, so having peace with you, that only you are doing everything. So he was the most important man, and what did you did for him was your most important business. So remember, then there is only one time that is important. Now the only one time will be important, that is now. It's the most important time because it is the only time when we have any power, only time only we are having any power. So the most necessary person is the one with whom you are, the most necessary person is the one with whom you are. Then the most needed time when people the most needed time when the people are within you, that is the most important person in your life. So for no one knows whether he will ever have dealings with anyone else. The most important affair means that is the affection to do the person good, is because for that purpose alone was man sent into his life. For that purpose only man sent to his life, like that. Okay, so mourning means sob, cry. Crouch means bend, stop. Threshold means at the doorstep and entrance, and keys means snatch. Unfastened means undo, that is disconnect. Revived means restore, and ambush means suppress, attack. Okay, thank you for watching this video. If you're having any doubt, you can ask in the group. Just go through the passage twice and go through the glossaries once, and you can do that true or false, that book back exercise. Okay, thank you, students.